Welcome to week 14, the final week of the regular season.
It's sad to see it go, but so excited for the playoffs.
Thomas, you want to go ahead and give the league breakdown as of right now?
Sure. So right now, on the AFC side, we got the Hawk Stars coming in at number 1. Now they could lose that spot with a loss and a primetime win, so it's not locked in there. And they will be playing the number 4 Fear the Turtle, who also could lose that spot to Refuse to Lose with a loss this weekend. So a lot to play for those two teams. The other matchup would be the number 2 Washington Foreskins versus number 3 Primetime, which Primetime could slide itself into the division winner and the number 1 spot with a victory. So again, a lot to play for there. And Refuse, you're hoping for a victory and a Fear loss. On the NFC side, we got number 1 Cooley. He is locked into the division. He's won the division. He has not won the number 1 spot, but he has won the division. And currently he would be playing Thug Nasty, the number 4 seed. Then we have the number 2 Child's Play versus the number 3 Buffalo Tots. Child's Play is not locked in. If he were to lose and Thug was to win, Child's Play would be out. If the Bulldogs win, Thug Nasty loses, then that would put Child's Play in the 3rd to the 4th spot, and Bulldogs would win the division. If Child's Play loses and Thug wins, Thug can win the division and go to the 2 spot. So a lot of things can happen there also. Good luck to everybody this week, and I think it's time to start breaking them down.
All right, do you want to go ahead and get your first matchup?
Yeah, so we're going to start with the, I hate to say it, but it's really the least important game on my side in many aspects. We have Slambammer, who's on an 0-14 streak right now. He made it to the Super Bowl last year, hasn't won a game since. He's projected at 77 points, and he's playing Bunkin' Ain't Easy, who's 7-6, had a hell of a year. He's projected at 111 points, and he told me today that's the highest he's been projected all year. He leads the series 2-1, and I don't want to give him an outrageous score because I don't want to jinx him, but I'm going to say Bunk wins this in a tight one by 10.
Okay, and we would have our first 0-14 team ever.
Yeah, I mean, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's a long fantasy season to go 14. And like I said, he's lost ever since the Super Bowl. So he would be 0-15. That's a long run.
Yeah, it is. My first matchup doesn't really mean much at all. It's the 5-8 White Lightning Black Hammer versus the 3-10 Red Zone Warriors. Hammer leads this 2-0. He continues that and wins this one by 15.
Well, you say it doesn't mean anything, and I get it doesn't mean this year, but you think maybe ending the season on a win might build some momentum for next year?
No.
All right. We're going next. We got the Buffalo Tots at whatever their record is, 8-5 versus the 9-4 Cooley. This is projected as a tie right now, 111-111. And, for myself, I'm hoping no injuries for my team this week, and I hope Cooley wins. We'll give it to him by 7.
My second game has a lot of meaning. It is the 7-6 Refuse to Lose versus the 8-5 Washington Foreskins. I believe that the Refuse to Lose is the second best team on the AFC side. He wins this one by a large margin of 25. Refuse leads this series 5-2.
My next one is a big matchup here. It's the 8-5 Thug Nasty versus the 4-9 Funny Guy. And again, you might think big matchup, but Thug's got a lot riding on this. He actually leads this series 6-4 all time, and he's currently projected to win 101-92. And Funny Guy, you know, I give you all the credit in the world. You have been knocking some people out the last couple weeks. High scores. I mean, he's right there the last 2 weeks to win the money. But I think you're back to what you were this season with all these buys. I think that's going to kill you this week. If you had some more players that you could put in off your main roster, I think it might be a different story. I'm going to take Thug Nasty to win here by 10.
We want to thank the people from Corona Premier for the sponsorship this week.
Yep.
Our final sponsors, and we do have some new sponsors coming in for the playoffs from what I heard from upstairs. My third game of the week is the 9-4 Hawk Stars versus the 6-7 Slap 'em to Sleep, which took a big L last week and pretty much knocked him out.
He was a good guest, though. But
He was a very good guest. Didn't have a very good team. I think Hawk Stars wins this pretty easily, wins the division, gets first place overall. I just killed myself. He wins this by 21.
Would you say that Javon made chicken salad with chicken shit this year out of his roster?
Yes.
I think so, too.
But you know what? Good for him.
Yeah, hell yeah. So the last matchup on my side is the premier game of the week, and it is the 8-5 Child's Play versus the 7-6 Bulldogs. We had Bulldogs on around week 4 or 5 of the season, I want to say. Heck of a guest, gave a great interview, got a lot of respect for that young man. They lead 4-2 all time in the series. I know that doesn't match the website, but Child's Play came in the league around 2014, and that's been the matchup record since then. Everything to play for, like I said earlier. Child's Play has the division on the line. He's got his playoff hopes on the line. Bulldogs, same exact thing. I think they're going to slug it out. It's going to the 12th round. There's going to be a lot of haymakers thrown. I think Child's Play states his dominance. He makes it to the playoffs for the 3rd time ever, and he wins. We're going to go by 12 points.
And my premier game of the week has a very large impact on the way the AFC playoffs go. Thomas, what does Fear of the Turtle have to do again to get in?
You just got to win.
Just got to win. And that division would send 3 teams if that were to happen.
Yes,
so.
that would be you, Prime, and Fear.
Yeah.
I mean, those are high caliber owners in that division.
That's correct. Fear of the Turtle leads this series 8-5. Looking at the teams, it's very good. It's a very good matchup, and this could go either way. I'm going to take Fear to win this by 4.
What's the old saying from back in the day? Just win, baby.
Just win, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Al Davis.
Yeah.
Al Davis.
Hell yeah.
So I'll just real quick before we end the video, looking at these playoff teams, I think it's fun. We rank everything at the end of the draft, and just to poke a little fun at me and Ryan here, you go to the NFC side. Cooley, he's currently the number 1 ranked team, and Cooley was projected the 8th team. So there you go. The guy got ranked 8th. He was 1. Thug Nasty, ranked number 4 at the draft, and he's currently sitting at 4.
So we're either right or we're wrong.
Yeah. Child's Play here was ranked number 5. He could be number 2 or number 4. So either way. And the Tots were ranked number 2, and they're getting in. You look at Funny Guy, he was ranked number 1. He's out of there. Slam Bammers was ranked 3.
He ain't even won a game.
Couldn't even touch one.
Yeah.
He didn't even come close. He didn't even make it to second base this year. That's sad. We go over to the AFC side. Hawk Stars was ranked Where you at there, Ryan? Ryan Hawk Stars was ranked
3.
4 and 3. Fear the Turtle, we had them ranked 2 and 2, and they might not make it. Washington Foreskins, they got the 7 and the 5, so they got the FU ranking. Like, hey, rank me 7, I'll just go ahead and win my division.
Yeah.
And Prime Time, he got ranked 3 and 1, and he's sitting pretty. He might finish right there around 3 or 1.
Yeah.
So, again, who else was high? White Lightning, Black Hammer, you fellas were ranked number 1, and you pooed your pants a little. But, you know, like the old saying goes, shit happens.
Thomas, does he fire his partner?
I think it keeps him. I think they got a lot of history together.
1 more year?
Yeah, I think he's got a little longer leash than the others.
Okay. And the only other thing I had is I've been touching on ad drops all year. I sent it out Sunday. I'll keep sending that out. This is the last one. You guys have until the Monday night game for the Monday night players. After that, no more ad drops at all.
Yeah.
When I checked last Sunday, and there were some yesterday that went down in today, Thug and Slap 'em were maxed out at 14 apiece. There was a few of you guys, and I can't remember, that were at 13. What I'm trying to say is, you guys all know the rules. Don't break the rule. 14 is it. You know how many you have. You know that there's none when the playoffs start. Don't break the rule. There's always someone that breaks the rule. Don't do it.
I'm going to say it now. If you make an ad drop and you are over 14 and we don't catch it until that player goes in the lineup, it's a 0.
That's correct.
So make sure you don't have it, and if you do, reach out and tell us so we can give you your player back before that, because if somebody calls and says they're over 14 and that player is in their lineup, I'm taking the player out and your lineup is set. So hate to be a asshole about that, but it's fair to everybody.
It's a little frustrating to me and Tom because we know everybody knows the rule, yet someone always tries to break it. And the funny thing about it is everybody gets a notification sent to their phone as soon as you push send.
Right.
So don't be that guy. Let's have 1 year where no one goes over 14 and no one picks anyone up when the playoffs start. Again, you have until Monday of the Monday night for the Monday night players. But once these games start being played, that's it. And after the Monday night game, there's no ad drops.
That's your roster. So think back to Slam Bama last year. The guy probably would have won the Super Bowl with a kicker, and he only had 1. So it's a risk. I'm considering doing it myself. It's a risk to walk into that playoffs with 1 kicker and the guy pulls a hammy. So good luck to everybody.
Basically what he's saying is playoff teams, you know who you are. Get your lineup right. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.